This is in the Artemisia family. This is known as big sagebrush. And it almost smells like a combination of thyme and sage. This is in the Artemisia family, so this is a really amazing parasite cleanse. And it's going to go well with the juniper berries I collected. I think a little bit goes a long way. It's very fragrant, just like sage. I almost feel like I could touch the water from here. My campground is way up there. Did a nice little hike this morning. A lot more sagebrush down there. Not bad. What I think I need to do is make some coffee and come back and sit right down here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I think I found my spot here. Wow. Wow, my God. This is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I found my spot. There's a lot of work to do, so maybe I'll do a Patreon episode up here. Sagebrush is everywhere. Parasitic cleanses everywhere you go, binders included.
Don't look so sad. I know it's alright. But life goes on.
Natural preservatives and a combination of dry aging and wet marinating. Quick story time. I saved this just to tell this story. So I put this box, okay, it's kind of a mess right now, but I put it under the truck for like a little while. A squirrel found it and got the rest of my sprouted chickpeas and sunflower seeds. And I was standing here and I was looking at the squirrel eating out of a bag, and I was like, oh, somebody left their bag of food. I was like, that's so cute. And then I went over there later and I realized it was mine. And my thing was, I realized how to make this really, really, really good. So I get the sprouted sunflower seeds. I got it from the shop on Etsy. I don't remember what shop. And I sprout my own chickpeas for the sprouted hummus in my store that I make fresh and ship to your door. And so cook those, sprouted, cooked, in water. And then cook in the coconut oil, season. I did curry powder and salt, extra salt. And then, but the thing is, what I learned is it's going to be better to soak them in lemon juice first. So sprout them, cook them, soak them in lemon juice. And then fry them in extra virgin coconut oil. Oh no, then season them, then fry them. And then air fry them. I needed to air fry them just a little bit longer. And before air frying them, no, that's it, air fry them, yeah. And then just mix it with the sprouted sunflower seeds. So anyway, that is it on the story time. I went live for this chicken. Man, I don't know if I'm going to have the time to put everything on YouTube, but it's just absolutely amazing. There are potatoes cooking underneath it. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. Another story time. I took my tricycle out for a spin. It was amazing. It just rained for a second. I don't know what that name is for the smell of rain, but amazing. And I went on an adventure to find water spout, and there's literally one right across from my site. Just totally missed it the whole time. So that's awesome. Also, in other news, the squirrels were coming, chasing each other, and smelling the oatmeal that I had cooking. Well, because I had cooked it, and then I could kind of set it there to cool down in my little tin, which I still have some left. And by the way, I used one of the condensed milks, half of one of the condensed milks for that copper cow coffee, Vietnamese coffee, and I put it in here too. And I love this. I got it at a thrift store a few days ago. Still some still some oatmeal in here. But you can just set this right on the fire. So I had a really nice fire going earlier over there. Really nice fire. Anyways, I'm going to sit down here soon. But I blew up my ottoman. I had my chair with my legs up on the ottoman. Took the nail polish off my toes. I did not give myself a pedicure yet. But yeah, I had this warming up here. It was really nice. I'm just going to let this chill here for a bit because it's cute. And early this morning, everybody had pulled out, so it was only me over here. Now there's only one neighbor, so that's cool. This was charging my phone for a while, but it just blew over. There was a crazy gust of wind here a few minutes ago. Yeah. Alright, we got this sports truck tent that I got on eBay. I kind of MacGyvered this so it could stay up more because it's missing 2 poles. So I'm going to have to measure that later and get it for whenever I do this again. But bro, you can stand up in there. It's freaking awesome. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. This is my old Turning Point lanyard. Alright, it's time to get to business. If only this mesh screen came down just like this one. But it doesn't. Okay. These things are finicky. That should be on right. Out of all the things I could have forgotten, I forgot anything to tie up my hair. So what you do is, and I used the water from, okay, this is one of my camping hacks, okay? I got 2 7-pound bags of ice about 30 minutes before I got to this campground, okay? I should have got 3. 4 is totally fine. 4 would have probably been even better. So what I do is I usually set up my little white table that I had to buy when I was a Bacardi rep. And so I already had one, cheap. And as the ice starts to melt, and working events for as long as I have, you don't want to open up every ice bag automatically, and you want to throw every single one on the ground first. While I'm telling you this, I'm going to be braiding my hair and showing you how to keep your hair up with no ponytail holder, because I still was in a hurry. Like, I didn't bring any shorts either. I just brought these spandex shorts, and that was it. I didn't bring any pants either. So, okay. So, the trick is, you get your ice chest. You want to get one with wheels, for sure. Always easier to get one with wheels. This is a 4... I just see a big number 4 on there. I don't know what that means. And you put your ice in there. Now, you bang them on the floor first so that the ice breaks up, okay? In case you're using some for your drinks. There's not a bunch of big chunks in there. And then you don't open every one automatically. So you put your food, put whatever in there first. Then you pour one of the bags on top, or just half a bag. The other bags you leave totally intact, okay? You leave them intact. What I will do sometimes is, like, I use bowls to wash dishes, and I will cut a little corner of the ice bag and drain off some of that water whenever I needed water. And then you always want to make sure the spout on the back of your ice chest is closed, okay? And then as the water builds up from the melting of the ice, I use that spout earlier, let's just as an example, to wash my hair. And I got a good shampoo. I got a really good shampoo. So as your hair stays tangled, you actually don't want to get the tangles out. I actually brushed it a little bit, but it's gonna kind of knot up on its own self. Shoot. Okay. I'm holding this with my knees. The hair is gonna knot up on its own self, and so you just keep going, and then bring this in, right? And then you just kind of bring it up on one of its tangled loops and just bring it in there. Bring it in. And basically, and then I'll bring it, and then I'll tie it up in another of the tangled loops, right? Now my hair has tied up its own self. Okay, you guys gotta see this. I gotta get to business. I think we'll go check on this chicken. Another hack, if you're doing it on the back of a truck, make yourself a step stool. There you go. Boom. But this right here is what I'm talking about right here. Y'all, they did the contrails or chemtrails or whatever the heck they are now, right? And they try to block that sun, but honey, they don't follow it. They can't block it forever. They don't follow it, you know? They're not God. They just do what they can. You know what I'm saying? This is beautiful. Man, I'm starting to get dark like our friend Angela. This is how dark I used to be in Corpus Christi. Let's check on this chicken. Look, I'm holding the sun. Now, hopefully I did not turn up the heat too much on this. I was just like, let's just get her dead, you know? All right. This reminds me of this story I learned in elementary school. It was called like rock soup or stone soup. It was a story our teacher that we had to read in class. And it was like making soup out of rocks. Seriously, I think they were poor. Grounding, am I right? All right. All right, hopefully I didn't burn this or anything. That's hot. Wow, that's looking good. How is this going? I'm gonna get this like facing the sun here. Hold on. Whoa. Let me see if I can give these a little flippity. Oh, that's hot. Server hands right here. Oh, that definitely needs to go longer. Okay, I want that to fly away. So what we're gonna do now is, I think these potatoes are doing really well. What I want to do is, it's a delicate situation doing one-handed. I'm going to put this directly on here. Directly on it. Boom. We're going to do this way. And fit that on there real nice. I'm going to let that chill out because this is all I'm eating tonight anyways. Okay, bye. No, look at this. Oh my. Yeah, I was in kind of a hurry. Like, and I just used nail polish remover, so I still have that taste in my hands a little bit. There was still a lot of T's to cross and dots to I's to dot. Oh my god. Like, this vacation was calling my name. Like, I was tired before the vacation. It was just already time for a reset before the vacation even started. So I was moving slow before the vacation even started. So this was in my deep freezer. It was all packaged together. So definitely not going to let any of this go to waste. Not eating it all tonight, but going to work it out. And then just, ow. Yow. Server hands. Oh, shit. Give that a little rotate there. All right. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Bye. But do you see that, though? Wow. Wow. Y'all, this was mesmerizing yesterday. There was this long cumulus cloud and this storm. And, like, the whole top of it for a while was completely fogged over. Oh, my God.